त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्.
Season of monsoon and the month of Savan, month of Lord Shiva. Let us focus on a tree which is very sacred and used for worshipping Lord Shiva. It is Kailashpati, as it is called in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Kailashpati, Kailash, Parvat, and abode of Lord Shiva. Tree is also known as Nagalingam because its flowers have a staminal disc which looks like linga and a hood of these stamens over the linga. So it looks like the Shivalinga. So also known as Nagalingam, a serpent cobra hood on the Shivalinga. In Assam, it is called as Nagchampa. Champa because it is fragrant, like all champa flowers, magnolia flowers. Even Hari Champa, fragrant, highly fragrant flowers, especially during the night and early morning hours. So it is also called as Nagchampa. In Bangladesh and especially in West Bengal, in Bangla language, it is called as Kaman Gola because its fruits are very large, about 10 inches, 30 centimeter, 25 to 30 centimeter across. They are round and look like the cannonball used in artillery. So it is also known as Top Gola in Hindi, whereas it is called Kaman Gola in Bangla Bhasha. It is also found in Manipur, northeast. It is also found in Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, it is called as Nagamalli, also Nagalingam. This particular tree and flower especially is called as Lingad Mara in Kannada language. This particular flower is known as Nageshwara in Odia language. Nageshwara. Also sometimes known as Nagakeshar, although the exact Nagakeshar is Messuafaria, that is from the different family Clusiaceae. Botanically identified as this particular tree, Corupita guianensis. This belongs to the Brazil nut family, Lacithis. So family is Lacithidaceae. So Brazil nut or monkey pot is very edible nut found in Amazon. So basically Kailashpati tree or Nagalingam tree or Lingad Mara tree or Nagachampa, Nageshwara, Corupita guianensis is native to Amazon basin in South America, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador. Some times back it was introduced in India. This particular tree is very tall tree. It grows up to 25 to 30 meters tall. Leaves are mostly crowded towards the ends of the branches and they are ovate, elliptic ovate and about 10 centimeter or more large. Flowers are borne on the very long racemose clusters, about 1 meter or more than 1 meter long. Stems bear the flowers and they arise directly from the trunk, tree trunk. So it is caulifloring, Cauliflorus racemose inflorescence in Corupita guianensis. This belongs to the family to which even our Barringtonia racemosa and Barringtonia asiatica plants belong. We also have Caria arborea, Kumbhi tree in India, which is native to India. Caria arborea, that also belongs to the same family, Lacethidaceae, to which Corupita goyanensis belongs. The flower is about 10 centimeter across, 2-3 inches large. It is bright pink red. It has 6 petals and stamens are many, indefinite, and they are 2 types of stamens: fertile stamens, which are aggregated in the center of the flower around the pistil, and it looks like cushion, it looks like linga. Whereas the group of sterile stamens, they are fused together and they form a hood like structure curved on the central disc of the stamens. So this hood like appearance has given it the sanctity. The flower is worshipped. Flower is just taken as the transformation of Lord Shiva's. That kind of faith has given it a religious sacred worship to the flower. So usually the tree is planted in the Shiva temples. This particular tree and its various parts are also used as medicine, especially in the Amazon basin, South America, but even in Andhra Pradesh, Yanadi tribe or some other tribal people, they use it for anti-fertility. They also use it for revitalizing the hair growth, especially the tribal culture. Seeds, if it is a buddhi cannonball like fruit, very large, and when it breaks open, its flesh, which is initially white, it turns blue because of the presence of isetin compound. So it is also source of indigo, the blue color. Seeds as well as pulp, antifungal. It has been proven in the research laboratory. They are very useful in controlling the Aspergillus niger fungus, Penicillium chrysogenum fungus, even Candida albicans. These bark or the leaf extract or the fruit extract, it is reported antimicrobial. It is useful against host of many bacterial strains like Klebsiella pneumoniae, E. coli, even Staphylococcus aureus, and it is used even as larvicidal or insecticidal, especially the leaf extract and the extract of the fruits. So it is useful against Culex quadrifasciatus fascians, that mosquito. Even it has been reported useful against bollworm, Helicobacter pygera. It is Spodoptera litura, even useful against that white fly, Demesia tabaci. So it also useful as bioinsecticide for the biocontrol or some of the agricultural pests. This particular tree, its bark has been reported as anti-tumor, anti-cancer, anti-ulcer. Research carried out in Tamil Nadu has corroborated this fact. This beautiful tree, ornamental tree, is also medicinal tree, and this flower is so elegant, so related with the worship of Lord Shiva. It has been declared as the state flower by the Puducherry Union Territory. Puducherry state tree is Eagle marmilas, Bel, Bilva, Belpatri, which is again sacred to Lord Shiva because of trident like its trifoliate leaves. But the flower having that unique shape of the stamens, it is again sacred and worshipped. This fruit is edible, but it is not eaten not consumed by the humans because of the unpleasant odor. Rather, it is fed to poultry, even pigs, and in its native habitat in South America, Amazon basin, usually the peccaries, they feed on its fruits. Its long association with Shiva temples and the lot of medicinal uses which the Corupita guyanensis is popular even in the traditional system of Indian medicine, even in Ayurveda and as per the tribal culture, and even the modern research carried out on its various kinds of phytochemicals. For example, Caurupitin A, Caurupitin B, Esatin, Quercetin, sterols, even betulin, which is usually found in Betula utilis, is also reported to be present in this. Even the rosmarinic acid and caffeic acid. Rosmarinic acid is usually found in rosemary, Rosmarinus officinalis. That has also been reported from the Corupita guyanensis. So the tree is a storehouse of phytochemicals. Its beauty of the flowers is matchless. So this is a highly reputed ornamental tree, usually planted in the parks and gardens. This is the botanical curiosity, botanical specimen, also planted in the Calcutta, Sir Jagdish Bose Botanical Garden, Havda, Calcutta. This is also planted in parks and gardens of Mumbai, also Hyderabad, Bangalore, even in Delhi. The tree was also planted in Jammu Botanical Garden, but it could not survive. So another attempt needs to be undertaken by some plant enthusiast to plant it in Jammu also. The tree basically loves to the tropical climate and rainfall areas. So it is the tree of forest areas basically. Tree also supports the wildlife. Trees flowers are without nectar, but they are highly fragrant, and this fragrance makes it very popular, and so the name Nag Champa also indicates. But these flowers are visited by many insects in search of pollen. It has a lot of pollen, so bees, bumblebees, even syrphid insects, syrphid flies, even wasps, even some other insects, they also come and feast on its rich pollen. They are rich in protein. The fragrant flowers are also can be innovated, used for perfumery. Wood in earlier times, and especially in Amazon basin, was also exploited as timber. So this tree, Corupita guyanensis, from the family Lacetidaceae, which is worshipped as Lord Shiva's tree, Kailashpati, Nagalingam, Nagachampa or Nageshwara, is a multi-purpose tree, and some botanists even say it was earlier in plenty in India also. Over the years it has reduced, so it may be native to India also. That is also contested, but majority of the people, they support that it is native to South America. Because of its declining population's native habitat, the plant stands included in the Red Data Book of IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, as a threatened tree. So, as we are in the month of Sawan, this month of Lord Shiva, and monsoon is almost reached each nook and corner of India, So let us plant few saplings, seedlings of this magnificent Lord Shiva's tree, Kailashpati tree, beautiful ornamental tree, anti-tumor, anti-diabetic also. The tree is also reported as anti-diabetic, especially the leaf extract. Even its flowers are brewed as a tea, herbal decoction, which is useful even in controlling the hypertension. So its health benefits are also immense. Even it is reported as immunomodulatory. It enhances the phagocytosis of neutrophils. So that way, even it is useful for the reproductive system and the gynae ailments, as it is reported to influence the endometrial sensitivity, and is very useful even as anti-fertility factor, and useful even for the hair growth. So let us plant these magnificent trees this season, this planting season. Let us include this tree as one of the tree which is also useful for our spiritual Lord Shiva's devotees.